Hi, good morning. It's Christina, and it's a Monday. It's Labor Day. It's a public holiday here in Perth, in Western Australia. And I'm out in the bush again. It's a wet day. I guess it marks March the 1st, the start of the autumn season, which will see cooler weather, we hope, and more rain. And I'm here with my doggies as usual, walking them, and dogs, they don't care about the rain, you know. In fact, they love it because it's cool. And so there's Ollie and there's Charlie, and they're going to have a good romp in the wet. And so I thought I'd just share with you what it's like to be out in the bush in this kind of weather. It's actually quite lovely, and because I love the cold anyway, I'm still in my singlet and my tank top and my shorts. Just have a rain-proof jacket on that's long, and my rubber boots. So, you know, I'm protected from the wet, and I've got an umbrella as well. So staying nice and dry while the dogs are getting nice and wet, and they're going to be a smelly bunch of wet dog in the car, which will not be very pleasant, but hey, you know what, they're enjoying themselves. And I thought today I'd just share about what I heard on my podcast. I follow this priest, his name is Father Mike Schmidt, and he was talking about detachment from stuff and how too many of us form attachment to things and people, I guess. And here's Ollie doing his thing, his cool. And you know, I thought, how apt is that actually in this day and age, when too many of us get hung up on things, and things could be, you know, our houses, our bank accounts, our jobs, our cars, all the material stuff, and even our bodies, you know, people who are so attached to working out that they just spend, you know, an inordinate amount of time working in their gym to buff up their bodies. And I feel that this is all attachment. And really, you know, for us who are followers of Christ or of any religion, talks about simplicity and getting away from all the clutter. And so really good exercise is decluttering. And I find that actually this inordinate attachment to stuff is why people fear. Because if we think about, you know, death, what is it? It is but cutting yourself off from life as we know of it, you know, from everything that we hold dear, or we think we hold dear. And I always like to tell people who have some issues in their life and have a sense of envy or a sense of jealousy about those who have more, is to think about their time on the deathbed. I know it's kind of morbid, but you think about yourself on your deathbed. What actually will be going through your mind? Is it, I'm so sad at leaving my boat or my car or my house or, you know, my fantastic job or anything like that, you know, the things that we hold so dear and we work so hard for. But ask yourself, what's really important? And I think you will arrive at the conclusion, as I have, that what's really important is people. People that you care about, and whether they're there with you, for you, in the last moments of your life. And if really you have their respect, and if you have in your life, you know, done something for anyone to have improved their lives. And I guess that's what my life and how I choose to live it is all about. And it's very much the life of Christ, you know, and the ultimate sacrifice that He gave for us, which is coming up, you know, Good Friday, His crucifixion on the cross, and God giving up His only Son as a sacrificial lamb for all of us sinners. And Abraham, Father Abraham, sacrificing his son Isaac, ready to sacrifice his son Isaac, you know, because God told him to. And so in a sense, you know, when we are on that deathbed, it's a question of whether we have made that ultimate sacrifice for our fellow men. And I guess that then boils down to, are we willing to let go of our fears? And we have to ask ourselves the question, why are we fearful? Are we fearful because we fear the loss of things? Are we fearful because we fear the loss of an income? Are we fearful because we fear the loss of our loved ones? But you know what? At the end of our lives, we will lose them anyway. And all of us will die. So why not live life, improving the lives of others? Because at our deathbed then, we can actually say to ourselves, you know what? I've lived a good life. I've done my best for my fellow men. I've served them. I've served my families. I've served my God. And I'm satisfied. And really, there is nothing to be fearful about if we can apply that detachment philosophy in our life. And so my challenge to you, my friends, is practice detachment, unclutter your lives, make it simple, and live a fearless warrior life. Have a lovely week ahead.